Perception equals reality. Obviously, with COVID, we've added plexiglass and we've done a lot of different things. But let's go back to 1987 when I would always ask patients when they came in, "Well, congratulations! Did you just move to Phoenix? Where did you move from?" And if they said yes, I'd say, "Well, did you like your dentist there? What did you like the most about your dentist?" And they'd say, "Well, he took my insurance, or he had laughing gas, or he's open Saturday, or he's good with kids." And I'd always write down that psychographic information. And then if they've been here and they say, "No, I moved here like 5 years ago," I said, "Oh, so you haven't been to the dentist in 5 years?" They go, "No, I went to another one." I'm like, "I don't need to know his name or anything, but why did you leave there?" So many people back in 87, remember that was with the AIDS was rolling out. That broke out in 79, I graduated in 87. People thought you could catch AIDS at the dental office. And they'd always say things like, "Well, the baseboards, I could see the baseboards were dirty and the tiles were dirty." I couldn't even imagine what the instruments would look like. That's when I realized that it's perception equals reality. So, man, we started making sure everything was clean. We had a cleaning service. And who knows what all this stuff is doing for COVID-19 or whatever. And I know a lot of dentists on Dental Town try to hammer out the exact research and what's really going on. But that's not what your patient's doing. Your patient's just looking at perception. Is this a clean place? Trust. If every time they come in there's a different employee, they're like, "Well, you can't even keep your employees. How can I trust you?" So by slowing down turnover, you build trust. By putting up all these things, you're giving the illusion of infection control. COVID was a big change. Dawn's been with me, 20 years?
20 years, yeah.
And so what do you make of all the plexiglass and all that kind of stuff?
So definitely, it was a little bit different for us because our patients, we've always had really close relationship and close contact with our patients. So then when we had to, or we wanted to, put in the plexiglass, it was odd. They're like, "Oh, I feel like you're so far away from me," and look at this barrier. But at the same time, they felt so safe. And for our staff, sits here and one sits here, and it's super important for them to feel safe too when we're checking out patients. I think it's just a nice thing to have, and they really appreciate it. So I'm glad that we did it, and I see even before COVID and after COVID, it's going to stay in place. It's not going anywhere. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think the perception is reality. When I got out of school, the big thing was the cosmetic dentistry. And now the big thing, obviously now, is infection control. So
Yes, for sure.
It's got to look, feel, and smell clean.